Continuing on from our last edition, where we saw the first section of the temporary scaffolding walkway around the Pier's toll house taking shape, this return visit shows that the small team of just 4 scaffolders, led by Alan Clark, have been working at a pace to get the project completed in the 4 weeks allowed. The walkway is being installed in order to keep the pier open to the general public and fishermen during the construction of the new visitor centre on the pier's approach pathway. The construction work will take about 9 months. Just 3 days later, and the carpet laying team are now on site to lay out the the black carpet to welcome the pier's visitors. This has to be a job for cold winter days. Well, at least it keeps your feet warm. During an intensive 3 days of rock climbing and drilling, the scaffolding team have now turned the first right-angled dogleg in the walkway, moving the path in to be closer to the side of the pier. The 1 in 12 ramp can now be seen taking shape. This is to bring the walkway down from the promenade level where it started, down to be nearer to the pier's level. Monday morning saw the arrival of the temporary ticket kiosk that will be replacing the Pier's toll house during the building of the new visitor centre, and where you will buy your ticket to enter. The last section of the walkway proved to be a trifle difficult, as the seats along the side of the Grade 1 listed pier couldn't be moved, and so the walkway had to go over them. The first week of November will mark the temporary closure of the toll house, when the sale of trinkets and mementos will move to the old heritage centre along the beach. The porter cabin ticket office on the promenade will also come into action during that week, and all access to the pier will be via this entrance. Let's take a walk on the wild side. The first week of November will also see the start of construction work on the much-awaited visitor centre. Clevedon News will be there to film the whole process. A national coastal conservation charity held a beach clean-up in Clevedon one Sunday in October. Organised by Surfers Against Sewage, dozens of volunteers turned up to clear the beach of marine litter, which is said to be harming the environment and wildlife. The group's organiser, Ollie OJ, explained what they were about.
Marine litter has been an issue over the last 10-15 years where it has doubled. So whereas there maybe have been 1,000 tonnes per beach, there's now 2,000 along certain stretches. A lot of the marine litter that we find on beaches around the UK is plastics. Plastics can take up to 1,000 years to degrade, plastic bottles for example. And there are specific toxins that adhere to that, to plastic, which can damage marine life and get into the food system. For example, birds and fish eat the plastic thinking it is food, for example plastic bags, which then fills their bellies, meaning they can't eat food, their bellies are already full, and therefore they die of starvation, and as their body decomposes it's full of plastics.
we wondered how the group had got the name Surfers Against Sewage.
Yeah, the surface thing is a bit of a red herring, because any beach user, any water user, and anyone who's interested in marine conservation and the marine environment is supported by our charity. So it was set up in 1990 by a group of surfers down in Cornwall, because the issue of combined sewage overflows and raw sewage being discharged into the oceans was at a real peak, and it still continues to be an issue, but marine litter is our next kind of target in our eyes. Yeah, pretty much. There's lots here, isn't there? Yeah. Small pieces.
About 80 kilograms of litter was collected, and the North Somerset Council have pledged to recycle as much as possible.
Everybody wave! Lovely.
Got it, Fro?
I have.
Brilliant.
Arriving early at the Prince's Hall for the annual Clevedon Lions Harvest Social gave folks an opportunity to sit with long-lost friends and meet up with new ones. There was also a chance to catch up with the gossip and news.
Smart the camera. Thank you on TV tonight.
Nearer the appointed time, minibuses and private cars started arriving, bringing more guests along with their helpers. Now you see them, these 100 plates of food, but soon they were gone, enjoyed by all who tried them.
Two more to go. Two more.
Could be a film. Just feel for
That's all for me,
Oh yes, that's all for you.
Oh, that's good. So you've got some sausage rolls and fruit with a salad.
So what do you think of this meal then?
Beauty good.
Is this your first time? So what did you think of the meal then?
It's very nice. Smashing,
It always is.
Is this the first time you're here or?
No.
No.
Number three.
Is this your first time?
No, we've been quite a few times. And every time it's excellent. It's something to look forward to every year, you know. Because that's one of the things when you get old, to begin to feel a bit isolated.
Right,
You know?
yes. So, any complaints?
No,
What's
I just said it's very hot.
Is this the first time you've been?
No. First time for a while. We came a few years back for sort of a couple of years, and then one year I was in hospital at this time and couldn't come, and they must have took me off the list.
I ordered a lot of wine, but you know Colin was going to trans van specialist. He's now going to order a lorry.
And there was nothing like a good cup of tea. Or is there?
Coffee or a gin for this lady. Gin.
It's always too strong.
Thank you.
Entertainment for the afternoon was provided by Men Out of Bounds, a male voice choir from the golf club, founded and conducted by Robert Latham. North Somerset Accordion Club Band were also on hand to entertain the appreciative audience.